What's up? It's your girl Cass. Welcome to my page, my channel. Listen, I was just on a live with Jeannie, and I just wanted to continue the conversation because this is like I'm so over this. The fact that we still need to be having this conversation is ridiculous to me. But we gonna have it, so we gonna have it. But I wanted to continue on the last question I read, which was like, why does women who grow up without a father, what's up? Why women who grow up without a father may have less value for self? Well, think about it. I can see this at two ways, right? You're growing up with a woman who's a representation of yourself, who is going out into the world with all of these stressors and factors and coming back home to a child, and you can't even pour or have the same amount of love or attention that you need to give your child as you should, especially as a woman. So you think she's not going to lack because of that. Her mom is probably going to be barely around. So how are you pouring into your child to make them have any kind of self-esteem? Right? And then you're seeing a woman who is doing everything on her own. And then what kind of confidence does that build? How you doing, beautiful? Yeah, what I'm saying? What kind of confidence does that build when you got to be captain, superhero, independent black woman? And so you're going to feel like, what, mommy couldn't keep a man? Okay? There's a lot of thoughts when you're going out there and you're seeing couples being together, or you're seeing parents picking up their children, mom and dad. You think that's going to have some kind of make the child feel away, especially a woman growing up. So now that she's back into she's into society now, and you think that she has the most confidence when she didn't have representation of what to look for in a man. She's probably going to overcompensate. Stick around for shit that she didn't have to stick around for. Pick the wrong ones. There's many things that could be at play as to why she became that way. You didn't have an image of that. So how would you know? You don't even know the value in yourself and what you're supposed to bring to a family because it wasn't really shown. And then I remember your other question, which was, I believe, in 22, so men is supposed to bring mental stability. I don't know about all that, because at this point, people need to bring mental stability upon themselves. People need to get their own mind right first before you can even look that from somebody else. But as a man, you should know that a woman is full of thoughts. They even say, like, there's like a little phrase that be like, don't leave a woman alone too much with her thoughts. Why? Because she gonna start thinking of everything. These thoughts can go crazy. They can go wild. But that's also what makes her the beautiful being that she is, because of her beautiful and colorful thoughts. She can come up and create anything. But I just don't understand why there's such an issue in y'all knowing what y'all role is and how to play that out. Y'all all in your egos. Whether it's the woman who think that she can do it all on her own, or a man who feel like he can do without. Y'all are all bugging at the end of the day. Y'all need each other. Period. So if you know what your role is, just fucking play your fucking part. Like, it's not that fucking difficult. And know that the value is in each other, not outside of that. So this conversation of what to do and not to do is very fucking simple. Know your role. It's not that hard. You're a provider. You're a protector. Abundant rise. She is a nurturer. Okay, she is the healer. Like, simple. I don't know. If y'all, at the end of the day, if y'all still calling each other derogatory names, there's way more things that y'all need to be working on. But honestly, that's like mundane. First of all, this is what I mean. So did you not have a proper example as a man that I need to tell you as a man? Again, you're asking a woman, right? But didn't you question me before that? How could I tell you what to do as a man? Because again, it's very simple. Do I have to tell you? Or do you know? Because I can tell you what you can do as a man. It's really not that hard. Again, if y'all want me to write a fucking book, I can't. God, stop letting her be on her downfall. It's our role to uplift her. Again, simple. And the same thing she's doing for him, he's doing for her. Y'all, again, making it feel like it's rocket science when it's not. Y'all doing the same things. The only thing y'all doing differently is physically. Do you understand or overstand what the fuck I'm saying? That's the only thing y'all different. Like, but as far as like being a human, you need attention, right? You need nourishing. You need comfort. You need like love and care. Y'all gonna both need that. Again, it's not rocket science. The only difference is what y'all physically do, which is she gonna take care of herself, the children, the household, and everything. You is gonna take care of the stability and providing and protecting. It's very fucking simple. Why are we making it like, again, why are you still asking the same question as if you don't already know? I said the same thing over and over again. It's never gonna fucking change. It's the same thing. There's nothing new under the sun that you have to do. Are we metamorphosing into different fucking figures that whatever you're doing is gonna change? No, you're still doing the same thing that you've been doing for fucking centuries. I'm talking about physically on this plane. Whatever you're gonna need is still gonna be the same. Meaning, am I a giant now where it's gonna be different, where I don't need you to... Bro, even if you were a giant, if we were a giant couple, whatever the fuck you need to do at the giant couple is still gonna be the same. It don't matter. You gotta be there for me spiritually, physically, emotionally, mentally, and stability, because I don't even care for staying financially. But y'all gonna have to be there for it because you need her to be stable too. Yeah, you may provide the food and protection, but you gonna need food to eat, right? You gonna need the children to be taken care of, your legacy, whatever you guys want to call it. Again, very fucking simple. It's not rocket science for what y'all roles y'all need to play in. Why y'all struggling so much is like y'all don't got your own stuff straight. That's why y'all struggling. Y'all not hold yourselves that y'all don't even know how, like, what to do or... Bro, tap into your fucking DNA. It'll fucking tell you what you need to do. Bro, I don't even fucking care because I'm so over this shit. Like, being a man and a woman, they're not the same. They're not the same. But what y'all bring is supposed to balance each other. We're never gonna equal out. That's the figment of your imagination and an illusion because you can't do the same thing I do, so we can never equal out. Okay? But we can balance each other. That's what we can do. Very fucking simple. So whatever I need help in, you gonna help me there. Whatever you need help in, I'm gonna help you there. Why y'all making it seem like it's fucking... It's simple. Very fucking simple. Pour into each other. Support one another. Be present with each other. You know? Okay. I'm glad we can understand and understand. I hope we figured this one out. I hope we can start to do better in whatever our position in, and then not only hold ourselves accountable, but the people around us accountable. everyone loves a man. I don't know what you mean by that statement. I'm gonna need you to give some more substance to that, because I don't know what the fuck that means. Are you gonna add to that or no? Because I feel like the God's form doesn't get the same love because it means something else. So are you still crying about something? Correction. I feel like the goddess form doesn't get the same love because it means something else. What is that something? I don't... It's being very vague and not giving me enough context, because I don't even... Like, what you're saying has no form. Let me read it again to see if it's me, but I feel like the goddess form does not get the same love because it means something else. Okay, I think I'm grasping what you're saying. I think I need to read a couple times, because me reading something over sometimes it allows me to gain perspective. Hear me out. No, because I had to, read it again to see if I could gain some perspective. But I think basically what you're coming at is women are not, in actuality, women are not valued as they're supposed to. Because women are seen as a prize, a means to an end. And then when you get the prize, like, I seen a really great dialogue with these two beings. It was so fucking good. And some of the stuff they're saying was so on point and very based on society too. And I think it's very helpful to you to see how the other sex thinks, especially when engaging in sex or just like relationships in that aspect, where there has been a value in this duality in this too. There is not a value on women because it's kind of like a means to an end, right? She's looked at as a trophy, something that you can obtain. And then once you have it, it's just like, oh, I had it, so it's cool. Maybe like a number off your notch or something like that, where y'all don't even think about the longevity or the process even after that. Whereas, in society, especially as a woman, you're told to find a good man, like, you know what I mean, who's gonna take care of you. And if you don't have a man, you're looked at as less than, or, you know what I mean, broken, damaged goods, and all that aspect. So yeah, I can understand and understand where you're coming from. Even a good man is not loved by everyone, but a good man is loved by everyone. I understand and understand what you're saying now. Yes. That's because it's been diluted. It's been used and abused. So at this point, the value of a good woman is like and this is what I mean too, where hey, and this is what I mean too, where like it's not hard to find a good woman, right? Well, that's in my opinion. I don't think it's hard to find like a decent, what we would consider a good woman. For women though, to find a good man, that's like a rare fucking find, bro. And this is what I mean, are we holding the people around us accountable? Because why, like, for example, in a friend group, right? For example, there might be 6 boys in the friend group, right? And out of that friend group, maybe 1 is a good guy. Like, a really good guy. 2 if you're lucky. Like, you know what I mean? A third of y'all. But it's very rare when you find like a good bunch of good guys who are like on the same frequency, doing like super good treatment, unless like they went to college together and a frat together and whatever, or it's from down south or something where like that's like where they come from, that's how they were raised, was like to treat women in this light and all this shit. It's very rare. Actually, I've been told I need to go down south. No bullshit. Because up here ain't it. Because up here women are so driven, like work driven, like they really see themselves as equal to men, and like they don't even care to have children and like expand on that. But it is what it is. That's why focusing on yourself is imperative, because when you do, doors of bliss will come. Absolutely. But we need to have great examples around us, and are we holding, oh, Shakira, are, you know, our counterparts, you know, accountable? Because like if you see a man and you know he has a girl and you see him out there cheating or doing like messed up things, are you like, hey beautiful, are you like talking to him, be like, yo, what the fuck is going on? Like, why are you doing that? Is that necessary? What is happening? Like, I don't know. Like, are you guys having these conversations? Are you guys vulnerable enough to have this conversation, to be direct and open? Or are you guys stuck in, like, trying to feel and look cool or be cool in front of each other? Because it's just like, are you here to, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how you think something that you're witnessing that is, like, clearly not okay that's happening, and you're there to see it, and you not saying or doing nothing about it, is not a representation of yourself. Because if they're okay with doing this around you, or if you think, like, you know what I mean? Like, would you be okay if, like, it's weird to me. It's just weird energy. I don't know why y'all do it. The company that you keep is, like, important. It really is. Take her to higher side, lift her up. Yeah, it's simple, guys. And again, especially in these times, these women are like so hurt. They are so fucking hurt. They are drained, and like they're doing things that are like so unhealthy, putting themselves at risk just to even be able to get a man, or feel like to keep a man. It's cringe. It's really cringe. And it's just like, if we don't fix this quickly, we were really gonna have issues. Like, for real. Like, you're not gonna be able to tell between a real woman or a man. That's what's crazy about it. Like, y'all transforming into women, and it's just like, the value of women is gonna become nothing if we really think about it, because y'all taking everything that we just naturally give and just like distorting it, construing it, and thinking that y'all could put it in these bodies that was not made for these things. First of all, why are you engaging anything? I don't want to lift her up. I want to put her in a glass case with lights so the world can see how beautiful she is before I got with her. You know how ridiculous you sound? Because showing her to the world means nothing. She just needs to world the world is in her. I don't know what you need to show off. She's like so unnecessary. But yeah, Shakira, I love you. I just yo, some of the shit that just gets said is like wow to me. Okay, I am gonna take a tangent right now. I'm done talking about relationships because y'all need to figure this shit out, both of y'all. It's ridiculous. Y'all need to just be there for each other. Be whole. Work on your fucking selves. Like, figure it out. Pour into each other. Stop being like... I want her to be a radio woman. You don't have to raise up. Okay, so again, you still wouldn't need to put her in anywhere. And if she's already lifted herself, you don't need to be doing that, but you still need to be supporting each other and pouring into each other. So however words you want to uplift, support, pour into, these are just fucking words that do the same fucking thing regardless. Because even when you do get into a relationship, is it like, should she be solely be able to do that on her own and yourself? Absolutely. But let's not realize and know that we're humans and we're going to have time where we are down ourselves and we would like the support and upliftment of the person that we're fucking with. Yeah? Simple? Because if I'm really an empathetic and loving person and I see that the person that I so-called say I love is maybe lacking in that moment, you think I'm not going to take that opportunity to pour into that? Yeah, I would. It's not, again, this is not rocket science. Oh, and another thing.
Beautiful.
I don't be drunk, by the way. Because I did get asked that. Actually, I've been told that by a few people. When I get excited, first of all, I don't even drink anymore, okay? It's been since August of last year. I did not drink, okay? And when I get excited, like I'm high off life, okay?
People
I'm
don't
high off
understand
life. I
that.
don't even need, like, I don't drink. I barely smoke like that. But do I smoke? Yeah. But it's just like, all you seeing on me when I be like getting excited and shit, they be like, "Are you drunk?" I be like, "Bruh, y'all never seen people high off life clearly before because I'm like this all the fucking time." And I'm like, if this is what drunk looks like, then shit, I'm drunk off of fucking life. That's what it is. I'm drunk off of life. Get to fucking know. Because if you can't be this excited about learning and growing, becoming self and learning yourself more, then I don't know what the fuck you need to be on. Like, you shouldn't have to rely on any substances at all. But that I forgot to say that. That was a PSA because ever since I had the conversation, I was just like, are you serious? Because I don't be thinking I be looking drunk.
But I don't know why somebody would think that you're drunk.
Like, you think, and plus, you think I'm a type of person that would get drunk and come on, man.
And even so, like, how can you talk about these topics, especially if you're drunk?
I must be a high functioning.
You will have to be, most definitely. Wait, let me open these blinds. I finally got nice sweater over here.
Oh, really?
And it's consistent.
Good. It's nice out too over here. Literally just had this conversation with someone I thought was my person.
Uh-huh.
Can you be more specific? Because I don't know. I be saying a lot of things, girl. Help me out. But like, you know, I was talking about like people make it seem like, well, Zeno was just being a fucking Zeno.
Just being Zeno.
Yeah.
Mira. Yeah, Mira.
Because this whole, like, I don't know why people make it complicated, this whole role thing that we, like, with women and men. Like, y'all be so, because it really started off, I was on the live with Jeannie. Because it started off with a conversation of, like, I was watching this podcast on YouTube. And the guy was saying how, like, he recommends men to date outside of the country because the treatment is different. Okay, talking about, oh, he gets treated like a king, over there, over here, and I'm just like, that sounds all good.
But isn't that a facade too? Because it's like, is it that you impostering and like, there's a reason why you're not being treated like that in your own town. So now you're putting on like, you know, another mask.
So I'm like, how is it that you're gonna remove yourself from this environment, aka the U.S., go into a whole other country, another environment, and think that you're gonna get the same treatment from one environment to the other when we don't even live in our culture over here? Like, we don't know the systems that we have here that plays directly to our relationships and how we operate with one another, how we view one another, how everything is transactional here. Okay? Because let's not be like in these other countries, like they don't take care of the women. They have to, because their woman is not working. So yeah, so his form of treatment is going to be completely different
Yeah.
when you're taking care of, like, their roles over there in these countries and entities is that the man is the man of the household, right? He runs shit, he takes care of shit. So yeah, but you put yourself here in the US where you're expected to bring the same bag, have your own bag to come with, have this same energy, and you're expecting me to treat you like a king when you want to be treated like an equal.
True.
Make it make sense. Make it make sense.
It's true.
I can't even keep up with what he's saying, but
Gratitude.
you want a man to come already together, like it's our job in life to be together, but it's not a woman's job to do so. No,
But
first of all, let me say this. It was a meme, and I reposted it. If you're a man and you don't have resources, you don't deserve sex. Let's be clear. Because of the ramifications of what may or may not happen after sex, are you going to be able to take care of those responsibilities?
But the thing is too that people don't really understand is you attract who you are either way. So if it is that like you want a woman that's put together and all these things, but you're not put together, you're not gonna attract that woman. Like it's a common sense thing. People like don't really understand or grasp that understanding. Like people be like, oh, I want this, I want this. Same thing with women. Women be wanting all these things for a man, but do you even have that for yourself? What do you bring to the table? So this is the thing that I always ask people. I'm like, what are you bringing to the table? You want sugar daddy, so what it is, obviously you're going to be treated like a sugar baby, so they're going to be expecting you to be dressing sexy like a hoochie mama. They're going to be expecting all of these things. You can just be an arm candy. So when do you really want to then change your mindset and don't feel too sexualized? It's not gonna happen because you went into this being a sugar baby. So it's like you gotta practice what you preach. You gotta understand what it is that you're getting yourself into, you know? But people don't realize that. They just want the easy way out. They just really want to be supported. But for me, I'm like, no, I could be a sugar baby if I wanted to. But is that in my dynamic? Hell fucking no. Because my parents brought me up to be independent. So I had to work on my masculine self. I had to change my mindset and tap into my femininity, because that's where the issue was in my relationship. It was like the battle on, we both bringing in good money in the relationship, but as a man want to be a provider. That's how the dynamic in the life, in especially in a tree, in a household, they say 1+1 = 3, right? So for me and Rico, I'm supposed to be the nurturer. I'm supposed to be the healer. I'm supposed to be the glue that makes it stick. Where he's supposed to be the provider, the strength, in the relationship. So if I'm doing that, what part that he has to play? So that's where
Exactly, because you're saying what he's saying, because like you saying you're already a man that's already together, but I'm just like, y'all don't even know how that affects the dynamics. Like, y'all not putting into play. Y'all just being like, oh, you just want them to get no, because it actually affects the dynamics of the relationship. Because if you do not come together, I'm gonna be in my alpha fucking bag, bro.
exactly.
And that's not the kind of woman that you even want. You want me to be the nurturing, but because you don't have your shit together, the woman that you probably want to get from me, you're not gonna get from me, because now I'm operating my alpha with my masculine energy, because you're not operating your masculine energy. So therefore, there's no space for me to be the little feminine girl that you want me to, because I'm playing your part too. You have to create the space for me to be feminine. Y'all not understanding how these dynamics actually play a role. Y'all just be saying it to be like, well, you just want things ready. Well, you just want me to be honest. It works with one another. How I'm gonna be to you is gonna affect with what I actually do for you.
People don't realize that this realm is all about duality. This realm is all about balance. And the thing is like sometimes in a relationship, it's not always going to be 50-50, but the thing is you come into a
You're
relationship full.
lying. No one
Huh?
ever be like, I want a woman with all of her things together. You're bugging, because what you considering her things together what you consider together is not going to look the same for y'all. Do you get that? Because what you consider together for a woman is not going to be her necessarily financially having everything in place. You're going to want her to be mentally open, be nurturing, be welcoming, be comforting, be active in the household. That's what is together for her. What's together for you is to have your resources, your finances, your stability in place. So again, what are we really saying? What are we really saying?
It's
Because
contradicting to some people. And then it's like, don't tell me about a time, because time is an illusion. So it doesn't matter if it's 2022, 2026, 2020, nothing. You know, is if you understand yourself. The thing is, a lot of people don't operate out of principles anymore. If you would get back to your principles and your discipline, we'll all be in like a complete different state.
But this is too many expectations. Why? And let's have a conversation about that. What is an expectation? Like, because at this point, we're saying expectation, we're saying role,
but you gotta
we're
get
saying
rid of
dynamic.
expectations too. You can't expect shit from no one but yourself. So for me, I'm not gonna expect you to do shit. I'm gonna do what I have to do for me. Like, you be the example that you wish to see. So if it is that you want to see your partner doing something, if you constantly nag your partner to do it, I'm guaranteeing, telling you, they're not gonna do it. Even with my kid, they're not gonna do it. People don't like you telling them what to do. They're gonna do it on their own time. So if you just do the reverse psychology thing, you know, you just focus on you, you do what you gotta do, eventually they'll do whatever needs to be done.
Listen, my expectation is for you to always be doing your best. Yes, that actually is an expectation. Do your best. And I'm going to know whatever you're giving me is your best at that point in time. So I have to meet you where the fuck you're at, right? Yeah. But we're also having this conversation where, okay, why do our shit got to be physical? Again, so what is the point of you being the man? Like, there's certain question that's being asked here as if, like, do you not know who the fuck you are? Do you not know your makeup? Do you not know your DNA? Do you not know your role here? These questions be very simple, and I'm just like, do we need to look at our physical body build for you to understand, to grasp it? You are the man. Physically, that is usually your place, to physically go out there, to protect physically, right? That's those things that have to be physically done, right? To go get the food, that has to be physically done, right? Men are physical. That is your DNA makeup. Women are spiritual. We the idea. That is who we are. Why is it that you guys don't know your basic roles? We give you idea, you build it up, you put it together in physical form. I want a house. Go build me a house. Like, I need a knife. Go make me a knife. Why are we having such trouble with this? To the most simplest, basic things. So, because can you take my place? I need a question. So you say, why must it be physical? Can you be spiritual then? Can you physically take my role as a woman? Can you birth the children from me? Can you feed the children from me? Because that's the only place you can do for me. It's to physically do for me. I already physically do for me everything else I need to do for self and my creations. What else do you need to do? Stop making it fucking complicated. Am I bugging here? Because I'm just like, it's so simple, Shakira.
You know, God, Tommy, you already know I know this. But it's just like I tell you, the reason why we gotta continue to show up here and we gotta talk, because some people are so like, it is like so compressed, like so like they just can't grasp how simple it is that they try.
We're spiritual, not physical, bro. We're talking about in the 3D. Like, stop making it difficult. And I say this all the time. We are multi-dimensional human beings, right? So when I say something, you can't just think about when I say to you in just one way. You have to be multifaceted and think about it as the whole picture.
People just have to have an open mind. people have to understand that there's different perspective. Not all of us think the same way. What, like, we all can't think the same way. That's like us being robots. This is the reason why we think differently, to challenge each other so that we can keep becoming the best version of ourselves.
You want providence. We want the basics of human interaction. Again, y'all talking about things that goes without thinking, and y'all trying to make it literal. These things, being a woman, it goes without thinking, right? Being a man should go without thinking what you need to do. Now you're putting into these fucking words to make it seem like it's something that actually is like what you have to do. No, that's just part of who the fuck you are. Like being a woman. That's just who you know? Children, if that comes from me, it's just gonna automatically work. I don't have to think about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't, again, we want basic interaction. Bro, it's not just men who want that. It's for everybody. Again, what are we talking about right now? Because I feel like we're talking in circles as if we don't know how multifaceted this conversation is. But y'all want to stick to one thing to create the separation once again, and it's all the same thing that works together to make it flow. There's no difference.
Honestly, every person, before you go in a relationship, you need to make sure that you heal yourself first. That's the number one thing that if I had to advise anybody on, is like, you heal yourself first before you go into any relationship with anybody. Because if not, you can go in a relationship expecting people to fix you. And that's the thing. People go into relationships like, oh, you're supposed to make me happy. No, you're supposed to make yourself happy. That's the thing. I keep telling people, okay, for me, I don't necessarily need my partner. I could do all of this on my own. But having my partner, he makes it easier. He takes some of the load off of me. So it's a bonus. The thing is, females can do it on their own. Men, you can do it on your own too if you want. But at the end of the day, you know what your weakness is. You got two heads and you mostly think with a head down there. So you always want that regardless. So regardless, you can need a female. Regardless, you can need a female. But for a female, that's like, we like it because it's a bonus. It's a feeling, but we don't necessarily need it all the time. And if we have to, we can do it to ourselves. So that's why I always try to tell men, I'm like, you're a bonus. You got to understand this. You always think like when you're treating women.
One.
Exactly. And that's the thing, is women actually did this, if I'm being quite honest. Because you know what, you guys, I grew up hearing back home in Barbados, women used to be like, well, if he don't beat me, he don't love me. That was a fucked up mindset that they had back home. I was like, I don't get what the fuck you guys thinking about, but no man ain't hitting me, I'm not taking. Well, if he does hit me, he's not gonna have the opportunity to hit me again because I'm gone. I don't give a shit where your mentality is, where you saying that if he doesn't hit me, he don't love me. Something wrong with you. You need some inner child healing. I don't know, but that's not a part of me. You know, so that's why I always tell people, you need to heal first before you go in any relationship. And that's just how I feel.
And that's actually what I was on the live with Jeannie earlier. She was doing her reading, and what came out of the car was healing. Y'all need to heal.
But that's the message from spirit.
Even this conversation we having right now, like, why do I feel like I'm going back and forth with you to be like, oh, we're this or we're that? You're creating division that don't need to be had.
No.
This whole ego thing, this whole, well, I need to feel more important, or I need to feel like you should know your value. You should know what you bring to the table. Yep. You should know what you add. And if I'm the one who has to tell you, that's a problem. Yeah. That's a problem.
It's like, I like every day come on this platform. Not every day, because, you know, I'm hardly on here now. But when I do come on this platform and I see conversation or whatever, it just feels like we're going backwards when we're supposed to be elevating. And in my mind, I'm like, how did we get here and what is wrong? Like, you guys just love drama for some apparent reason, and this is a time for you to heal. Like, it's the same. Go within, heal, go within. All the answers you can possibly need is within you. If you continue to go outside of yourself, you're gonna continue to get programmed, and that is where the chaos happen. Yes, chaos have to happen in this world, but at the end of the day, when are you guys gonna take responsibility for your actions? When are you gonna stop blaming other people for your mistakes? Remember the placebo effect. Whatever you think about is what you bring about. So if you fall into their trap, they know what the fuck they're doing. They're the ones that have always been using our black magic on us. We're the ones that listen to them, making us think that is witchcraft and all these things. But at the end of the day, whatever they portray out there, and we pick it up and we start pushing that vibration out in the universe, it becomes the reality. But if they push it out and we be like, you know what, fuck you, fuck your system, I could give a shit what you're doing, it cannot work. So you guys gotta start changing your mindset, do the reverse psychology on them, and you can see where we're gonna end up. You can see that we can be elevating. But if you continue to argue about this bullshit, that's what they want you to do, because when you talk about it, it brings traction, you know. So the more people talking about it, the more they're going to get it across their networks, their channels.
Like I said, stop comparing. Stop comparing. Stop comparing. Stop asking questions that's going to compare, because all you do is creating division. Just fucking stop it. We are not the same. We're not fucking equal. We're never going to be fucking equal. So stop comparing. Oh, women is this, men is this. Yes, we're different.
Just be you, but it doesn't matter. Just be you. Just
Like,
be
we're
you.
different. Like, whatever is for you will be for you. Okay? At the end of the fucking day, know what your role is. I don't fucking need to tell you. Like, nobody should have to tell you what you should be able to provide or what you can provide. Know yourself enough to know. Stop fucking asking questions out here. Go within yourself. Figure it the fuck out. And that's it. Because all of this, oh, well, men look this. Oh, what women doing this? Are you a fucking woman? Are you a fucking man? Stop fucking worried about it. Worry about your fucking self. What are you doing? What work are you doing on yourself? Are you the best version of yourself? Do you know how to be present? Do you know how to be aware? Do you know how to be empathetic? Do you know how to use your fucking heart? Because again,
that's the vibration we should actually be pushing right now,
okay,
is the love frequency.
we was meant, thank
Compassion.
you, we was meant to be different from the fucking beginning. It's what y'all add and make together. We're never going to be doing the same fucking thing, so stop it. Ever. That's why we had different DNA. That's why we came out different to begin with. So instead of you focusing on what they're doing with it, focus on coming together. Instead of comparing, let's see how we can collaborate. Because y'all already fixated on what this person is doing. Well, let's be fixated on how we can actually get this fixed together. Because y'all focus on the wrong things. Focus on, well, this is how men look at. Oh, well, this is how women look at. Oh, this is what women do. Fuck it all. What are y'all doing now
Just
for
need
each
to
other?
start. Like, if you just focus on yourself, it won't even be the comparison. Like, people got too much time on their hands. That's the honest thing. Like,
Know
they
your
got too
role.
much time. Like,
What you
focus on you. If you focus on you, you could give a shit. And then what you say about getting gay? The reason why that's out there, like I said, that's another thing. Guys weren't able to show their emotions because what? When they were growing up and you cried, what do you hear? Oh, you're a sissy. Be soft. You so soft. Da 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 da. Like, think whatever, masculine, whatever. So any guy that tapped into his femininity, they automatically get classed as gay. So then what? They're gonna just go with that persona. But there's some gay that were gay that are waking up now and
homosexual.
going back to their normal masculine self.
But it's like, peep.
But the thing
Just
is, we
to
really
be
don't
to
gotta be
any
teaching nobody
relationship.
anything. That's the thing. Everybody really think that they gotta come on here and teach someone something. No, it's just a bonus. When you're led and you feel in a moment to share, it's like you should only be sharing your story. You shouldn't be just going to do some sort of research and then come into practice that, because all you're doing is bringing, what is the word I'm looking for? I can't even say it right now. Information is just like you're memorizing shit and you're not thinking for yourself.
Regurgitating.
You need to speak from your heart. Anytime you go on this platform, you should be speaking from your heart, not speaking from a book or whatever the case may be. Because when you're speaking from your heart, you're connecting to the divine, you're connecting to your inner self, you know. So whatever is going to be pure, truthful, authentic. But everybody sound like they're speaking from a script, and that shit to me is just like, why are we still in this 2D shit? I don't know. Exactly. Get is just a word. Like what Ray said. Use a different example. The Indra is better example than the same sense.
At the end of the day, again, stop using these fucking titles. I'm over it. I'm over it.
Honestly,
Because at the end of the
if
day,
you want to be a female, you be already fucking living it. So to me, do whatever you want to do. I don't give a shit.
at the end of the day, what y'all need in a relationship, in any relationship, is gonna be the same. No, again, none of this is rocket science. Are you physically there? Are you present? Are you emotionally aware?
That's the thing.
All
You
of
think
these
I'm gonna
things.
argue with someone on here for anything? No. If that is your belief, believe it. Is you the thing that I have a thing is when you're trying to convince other people. No, that's not your job to convince. You say what you gotta say and just leave it. If you still don't understand, if you try okay. If you're asking a question and you still telling me shit, that means you don't have an open mind trying to understand. You still trying to voice your opinions out there on others. So why ask a question if you're not having an open mind to receive an answer? That's just my way
And
of thinking.
stop saying beta, alpha. I don't give a fuck. It's being a man. It don't matter what kind of man you are. Do you know how to even be a man, period? It doesn't have nothing to do with if you're alpha, if you're a beta, if you're like, none of that shit fucking matters, bro. Because at the end
Honestly,
of the
this
day,
shit just got me laughing. Because when people
it's
use the words on me, as you live.
like, what the fuck is all these like these terminologies for? As long as you're able to show up in your relationship, like I said, what you guys require of each other, which is never gonna be of material
But
things.
I think heads up how, Mira.
Seems like people been hyping hit. First of all, again, what are you focused on? Who are you
That's
focused
it.
on?
But you know what? I don't even know why you even taking him serious because that's what he was put here to do anyways. I did tell you this all the
And
time.
I'm not. That's why I think I'm like, again. I'm talking to the people. I'm not even really
The
talking
way
to
you
him.
say I just
Because I'm
laughing
making
because
y'all, whoever's like looking at these comments, I'm like, what are you guys even really talking about? Again, he's not really talking about nothing. I need y'all to understand and overstand that. Y'all getting caught up in these words, these illusions. I don't give a fuck about none of that. It's what are you doing? How are you showing up? Because you can talk all these words all day, but what are you doing as a fucking man? I don't give a fuck about none of your words. Real shit. How are you fucking show up? And women, how the fuck are you showing up? I don't care about none of this shit. Are you
I
guys
don't give a
showing up for
like.
each
Stop
other?
talking. Let me see your actions. Your actions speak louder than words. What are you doing right now in this present moment?
Like, it's simple.
It has always been simple. You
Girl,
just
it's
complicated it.
so fucking simple. Like, it's, I don't even like to use the word, but it is retarded. Like, literally. Because all y'all have to do is show up in your authenticity and in your heart chakra, bro. It's really just that fucking serious. Like,
I
do you
think
have a connection with that man or woman? Is it mutual? Okay, so I'm gonna be there for you in the best way possible. Whatever I do for myself, I'm gonna reflect that same love onto you. Simple. Be aware, be intentful, be present, be supportive. It's fucking simple. Like, that's simple. So all of these other conversations really don't fucking matter. Really don't fucking matter. Because even if you don't know your fucking roles, just go and have a fucking baby. You see how that shit play out. You gonna see how that shit play out. You gonna see what a woman does. You gonna see what a man does in those fucking situations. Because all this shit talking is hearsay and bullshit until y'all in the fucking situation. So until you actually had a successful relationship with a man or a woman, I really don't want to hear none of this shit.
that's the
Because how are
thing.
you showing up? All these words don't fucking matter. You think when you're in an actual relationship, you're gonna be like, oh, the world looks at women as this way, and this is what we don't give a fuck. It's what y'all doing together here
You know
now.
that's the thing. I don't give a shit about any of them. You guys could do like the thing is, there's nothing new under the sun. You guys could create whatever the fuck you want to.
Yo,
But why
this
do?
You got this close about getting kicked out, for real. Because what the fuck you talking about? Artificial shit? Like, shut up, please. Like, are we talking about realism, reality, spirituality? Are we talking about some 3D
Like I
makeup?
said earlier, right? And whatever you put out there is what you become your reality. That shit
Right. So I guess
does
that's what you
not
want.
exist in my world. Like, if you guys want that to happen, then continue. Like, is it not happening? I'm not stupid. Yes, it is happening in some places in this world, but am I gonna give it my energy? No, I'm not associating myself with that. Remember, I tell you guys, let shit out of your mind. The more you let out of your mind, the freer you are. When you hoard knowledge in your mind, the more like this you are, you're
Dense.
entrapped. Like,
Dense.
release that shit out of your mind.
Hard
Like,
head.
just release it. To me, I tell you guys,
Hard head.
you create your reality every single day. There's only now. When you wake up, what can you do in this present moment? What are you doing in this present moment? I could give a shit about yesterday. I can't go back and fucking change the past. And tomorrow is not promised. If it comes, it comes. So this is what I'm doing right now in this moment in time. So if it is that you want to start a business, you're like, I'm going to start it next week. You are just wasting your energy here, because you could do it right now. Why can't you not start it today? Why can't you not work on it today? The thing is, they condition in our mindset that everything has to be perfect. Nothing has to be perfect. The thing is, you just start. Just start what you need to do, and then you build on it. Like, stop complicating shit that does not need to be complicated. That's the thing, is like, you guys sit on here every single day listening to people on their script, not making sense, talking about shit, coloring your minds, and you guys just like, da 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 da. What we gonna do? We can fight them? Da, da, da. Like, I'm not going in nobody's territory to fight.
Okay.
You can fucking have that fight over there, and I'm going over here in the sun, planting my food, enjoying my life. If you want to go on those people's territories and kill yourself prematurely, go ahead. But don't think that Shakira is coming to stand with you there. No, I do not want any part of their business or their motherfucking system. So I'm going on the island and enjoy myself, drinking my motherfucking cold nuts.
Period. Yeah. Where
I'm like,
focus
I'm
goes.
just so tired of people on here just constantly talking. Well, I know this. The Orishas, the Isis, the Diddy, the this. Like, stop embodying bullshit. Are they there? Yes. But why are you embodying shit? The Kundalini. I was like, what the fuck is Kundalini? You mean manifesting? Like, this is the reason why I wasn't on this platform. Because I'm just like, oh my God.
Girl,
If you
I'm
have
so
eyes,
over
you
it.
can see.
It's so easy to see. And that's why, like, at this point, I'm like, I could entertain this conversation, but I'm like so over it. All of it. Because it's just like, y'all already know what y'all need to do. All of y'all already know what y'all need to do. I'm not even reading your messages no more because you're just a distraction. But because where focus goes, energy flows, right? And it's just like nothing that you're saying is being progressive to us or where the fuck we need to go.
No.
You're mentioning shit that just only disrespects the woman. So I don't support you and your way of thinking in that fucking kind of way. And anything that goes against our progression, y'all need to do fucking better.
Yeah,
And
like
to
what he
be
said too, like bashing each other. I don't even get that too. White people is on here bashing another brother and sister. Like, what is wrong with you? You're doing exactly what they want to do, like what they want you to do. Like, I keep hearing people talking about Rashad. I don't know this guy underneath the sun, but at the end of the day, he's a manipulated person. Why are you guys bashing him? If it is that he helped people or whatever, him do him. If he like sell out, he sell out too. Like, that's the thing in this life is duality. But you should not be bringing down another brother or sister, regardless of whatever. Like, everybody can think for themselves. You don't need to be a cult chaser trying to create content off of somebody's name every freaking second, bringing that energy out there. It's ridiculous.
again, where focus goes, energy flows. So if you're focused on
Exactly.
bullshit, I don't care about it. Ever. Like,
Yeah.
ever. Again, if it's not for the progression, the betterment of us or our people, why the fuck, or yourself, why the fuck are Are you focused on it?
We continue
Like,
on this bullshit, doing exactly what these people want to do. You keep playing into their bullshit narrative all the time, and then we wonder why we can't get ahead. We wonder why all different races are doing these, and we're still stuck back here because you guys don't use your mind.
you know what? Not even your mind. Y'all don't use your hearts, cause y'all.
Well, your heart.
Like,
I mean, the connection. You know,
y'all
when
in
I
the
say
mind
that, you
shit.
already know what I mean.
Yeah,
The connection, the mind and the heart connection, because a lot of you guys just be using this for truth. But where we at now in this frequency, your heart and your mind supposed to be connected, because really and truly it's all about the love frequency right now and having compassion. You know how it is that you say you're God and you can't forgive other people. God forgive everyone. You're supposed to love everything. Everyone. Like, stop putting yourself in these labels if you know you're not ready to embrace these labels. That's all I have to say about that.
Period. Because honestly, if we're not getting on here to just speak positivity, to move us in the right direction, I'm done regurgitating information. Aren't you guys fucking tired of that shit?
I'm tired of it.
Again, like I said in our last live too with Shakira, I said it and I'm gonna say it again. Everything on this plane is a fucking tool. All of the information is the fucking tool. You are the instrument. So the
It's
only
gone.
thing,
But like what he said, come outside and build. I can't see it anymore because it's gone. But build something. Exactly. Go the
build
fuck outside and
portable
start building the
electric
system.
electric system, which is good, but it's just like, exactly, show us what we can do. I'd rather y'all get on live and show me what you do in real time, in real life, not just speaking about the Egyptians past life shit that got nothing to do with us with the present. Those information was just put there to remind you and for you to remember who the fuck you are. Once you figure out what that is and what your focus should now be on, it should be real fucking simple.
Yeah.
I don't know why you're following people, running after their ass, following exactly what they fucking say, what they do. Oh, well, this person said this, and who the fucking cares? Because you know what? They're walking in their own light. That's their path. You should not be behind and following in their fucking shadow, as if then how the fuck you gonna see yourself and where the fuck you're going in that matter. All of this shit does not benefit you. Again, it is a tool for you to find yourself. And once you find yourself, that should be your only focus and building with one another and using your heart chakra to connect us back together.
Yep.
Everything outside of that is bullshit.
Yep.
Illusions, distractions. That's all the fuck it is. So stop talking about what the fuck they're doing and focus on what the fuck you're doing, what we need to do as a fucking community. Because you know yourself, right? Or are you still figuring that out, that you need more information from outside fucking substances and entities, that you still need to figure that out? So let's be honest with ourselves, that why are we searching for anything outside of yourself? Because that's why, the only reason why you're not focused on yourself, you're adding to the distraction and you're seeing what they're doing. While you're seeing what they're doing, you're just adding to their illusions of what they want you to see, because you can't even see yourself.
Yeah.
And you wonder why this shit keeps happening, because you keep allowing it, because your focus isn't right where it needs to be.
Yeah. That's the truth.
Shakira, we gonna go on yours?
Oh, I could go on mine. Yeah, everyone can.
Because you know my shit's already down to 1 minute.
Yeah, I could go on mine. Yeah, I'll go on
mine.
mine.
But yeah, stay fucking focused. Stop fucking, don't bring, honestly, don't come on my page to bring distractions. I'm gonna fucking kick you off. Real shit. Because you're already adding to the bullshit that's already out there. And I'm over it. Because you think it's adding dialogue. No, you're adding fucking confusion. And I don't appreciate that shit. Yeah, they're already confused. The masses are already fucking confused, bro. It's different if you're adding like an actual way of thinking to progress us. I can appreciate that. But you just adding to the bullshit of what is already the mess, I don't fuck with that. Stay focused. Okay? I'll see you guys on Shakira's.
Yeah, you could come back. Blessed hands on mine, because cast one is limited.
Yeah.